probably best not to tell anyone about this.
Right. Right, no one. I mean, I'll tell myself sometimes, but don't worry, I won't believe it.
Do you believe in love at first sight? Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 meet-cutes in movies. For those of you not down with the love lingo, a meet-cute is a moment or scene in which two characters that are destined to fall in love with each other meet for the first time in a sweet, endearing, or amusing manner.
You saved my shoe, my life.
Yeah, the shoe's what I was going for. You just turned out to be a bonus. Now, come on, we're gonna try and get up.
However, we're excluding animated movies as well as meet-cutes that aren't technically the first time the characters have met. That means films like Aladdin and Sleepless in Seattle are out. And because this list is obviously going to discuss several movie pairings, a spoiler alert is in order.
Dude, I'm sorry, I got my Q-tip in your meat, bro.
Oh man, I got my meat in your Q-tip. It's like a whole new type of sandwich. It's like a meat Q-tip.
Like a meat cute.
It's like a meat. Funny. Hey, you guys want some of this sandwich? It's a meat cute sandwich. Me and this guy are having a meat cute.
Number 10. Ian Miller and Fotoula, Toula, Portokalos. My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I wish I was braver and prettier, or just happy. But it's useless to dream, because nothing ever changes.
Even though their relationship is a bit more complicated than most, what with Toula's parents wanting her to settle down with a Greek man, that doesn't make the moment Toula and Ian first meet any less cute. Back when she worked at her parents' diner, Toula's lust emerged as soon as he walked into the restaurant. Frumpy and awkward, she immediately starts to stare at him from afar. Then the babbling begins.
Sorry, my brain stopped. You ever have one of those days? You just like, going along and then, stop.
Though they meet again after her makeover, and while she's working at her aunt's travel agency, it's the way Ian unintentionally silences Toula by laughing at her cheesy joke and her snubbing of his friend, / her restaurant patron, that makes this scene unforgettably hilarious.
Could I get some more coffee, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Number 9. David and Natalie. Love Actually.
Me knowing so little about you seems elitist and wrong.
Well, it's not much to know.
You know how you say all the wrong things when you're nervous? Well, Natalie's got that in spades. When the new Prime Minister, played by Hugh Grant, meets his staff members for the first time, Natalie makes a big impression on him by accidentally swearing, more than once.
Hello, David. I mean, sir. Shit, I can't believe I've just said that. And now I've gone and said shit. Twice. I'm so sorry, sir.
But Natalie is young and attractive, and the Prime Minister has a good sense of humor, so he falls for her almost immediately, which is problematic seeing as she works for him.
I did have an awful premonition I was going to up on my first day. Oh, piss it.
They secretly pine for each other throughout the rest of the movie, but it's the first meeting that really showcases their romantic chemistry. Number 8. Dr. Stephen, Steve James, and Mary Fiore, The Wedding Planner.
Guess what? What's money penny?
Would you rather your new Gucci shoe or Matthew McConaughey? When Steve, played by McConaughey, saves Jennifer Lopez's character from a runway dumpster after her designer shoe gets caught in a manhole cover, she doesn't get to choose.
Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm great.
But we're pretty sure that if she had the choice, she would have gone with Steve anyway, as her Gucci shoe is long forgotten. This wouldn't be the last time JLo played the lead in a romantic comedy where her character gets herself into an embarrassing situation, though. The next year, she'd hit the big screen as Marissa in Maid in Manhattan, a maid who pretends to be a rich socialite to impress a man and then has to try to keep up the charade.
Hello.
Hi.
Number 7. Don Lockwood and Kathy Selden, Singing in the Rain.
This car hasn't given me a lick of trouble in nearly 6 hours.
Hey, there's Don Lockwood! Hey!
Your parents always told you not to get in a car with a stranger, but in this case, rules be damned. Don Lockwood, famous silent film star, jumps into Kathy Selden's car while trying to escape from a group of fans.
Lady, keep driving. They're after me. Everything's all right. Just keep going.
Get out of here! I'll call the police!
Oh, no, don't do that. Just a few blocks.
Don't
I'll
hurt
get
me.
Don't worry, I'm not a criminal.
I don't care what you do. You are a criminal.
Almost everything about this scene is unrealistic, from his fans literally ripping off his clothes to Don scaling the side of a bus and landing in a moving vehicle. But all is redeemed by the quippy back and forth between Don and Kathy, who is indifferent to his celebrity status. Even though Kathy was hiding the fact that she actually was a fan of his at the time, the initial conversation drew the actor to her, and it's hard to forget it.
Well, thanks for saving my life. I'll get out now.
I'm driving to Beverly Hills. Can I drop you someplace?
Number 6. Jesse Wallace and Céline. Before Sunrise.
Do you have any idea what they were arguing about? Do you speak English?
Yeah. No. I'm sorry, my German is not very good.
Sometimes when you travel, you end up stuck beside the worst of passengers. You know the ones. They snore, they have motion sickness, they've got an incessantly crying baby. But sometimes you luck out. You might even fall in love. Jesse and Céline find themselves on the same train and are able to strike up a conversation after she changes seats to get away from a loudly arguing couple.
Have you ever heard that as couples get older, they lose their ability to hear each other?
No.
Well, supposedly, men lose their ability to hear higher pitch sounds, and women eventually lose hearing on the low end.
Their lives are leading in totally different directions, but on a whim, they decide to disembark together and explore the spark they feel. A spark that is plainly obvious to viewers thanks to the easy rapport between them.
Here's the deal. This is what we should do. You should get off the train with me here in Vienna and come check out the town.
What?
Come on, it'll be fun.
It also helps that they are both incredibly attractive. Admit it. One smile from either Julie Delpy or Ethan Hawke, and you'd get off the train with him or her too.
Let me get my bag.
Number 5. Prince Kit and Ella. Cinderella.
Are you all right?
I'm all right, but you've nearly frightened the life out of him.
This is a tale that has been retold time and again. Similarly, the first meeting between Cinderella and Prince Charming has changed from version to version as well. In the animated Disney film, the two first meet at the ball when she's disguised as a beautiful princess. In this 2015 live-action version of the fairy tale, however, Ella meets Kit in the forest.
Miss, what do they call you?
Never mind what they call me.
She doesn't know he's a prince, and she's just some normal girl to him. And yet, they still hit it off, proving that this couple's love really is legit.
We must simply have courage and be kind, mustn't we?
Yes. You're right.
Number 4. William Will Thacker and Anna Scott. Notting Hill.
That book's really not great.
Will is an awkward, bumbling, but also unrealistically good-looking bookshop owner who is caught off guard when movie star Anna Scott, played by the romantic comedy veteran Julia Roberts, walks into a store.
Can I help you at all?
No thanks, I'll just look around.
Fine.
Initially, she seems utterly uninterested in him as he tries to make book suggestions for her. But then she smiles at him and lets him babble on at the cash register.
I'll tell you what, I'll throw in one of those for free. Useful for lighting fires, wrapping fish, that sort of thing.
It seems like they'll never meet again, but he later runs into her on the street, showering her with his drink. After washing up at his house, Anna kisses him. Normally, that would be strange, but Hugh Grant is pretty irresistible. And we can't help but root for these two to get together.
Oh my God, my flatmate. I'm sorry, there's no excuse for him.
I'm just going in the kitchen to get some food. Then I'm going to tell you a story that'll make your balls shrink to the size of raisins.
Number 3. Jonathan Trager and Sarah Thomas. Serendipity.
Whoa,
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Usually when two shoppers fight over the same item, chaos ensues. Voices are raised, punches are pulled. But this isn't the case with Jonathan and Sarah, who both reach for the same pair of cashmere gloves at Bloomingdale's. Instead, they bond over the experience and end up going for ice cream together, despite both being in relationships with other people.
Let me tell you something, this is the ultimate blend to drink. Where'd you find this place?
I first came in because of the name. Serendipity. It's one of my favorite words.
They leave without exchanging contact information. Years later, Jonathan uses the gloves as a way to try to find Sarah again. Luckily, they do find each other in the end, but even if they hadn't, at least they would always have had a funny story about falling in love in the middle of a busy department store.
I'm Chow.
I'm Sara.
Number 2. Noah Calhoun and Allison Allie Hamilton. The Notebook.
Who's this girl with Sara?
Her name's Allie Hamilton.
Just so it's clear, we do not condone climbing a Ferris wheel to ask the girl you like out on a date. But when Ryan Gosling does it in a movie, we'll allow it. When Noah first sees Allie on the bumper cars, you can see it in his eyes that it's love at first sight. The feelings aren't mutual for Allie, though, who is at the carnival with another guy.
Well, will you go out with me?
What? No!
No?
No!
No.
Hey, pal, she just told you.
Why not?
I don't know, because I don't want to. Ella!
All right, well, you leave me no other choice then.
Oh my God!
I'm not kidding! No, stop fooling around!
What are you doing?
Noah appears to be so smitten with this stranger that he's willing to do whatever it takes to get her to consider him. Of course, hanging from the Ferris wheel bar is stupid and reckless, but it does get Allie to go out with him, and that's all that matters for this big screen story to play out.
You're not so cocky now, are you?
I'm gonna get you, Phil.
Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Souvent au même instant, à 9 km de distance, l'un rêvait d'une sœur et l'autre d'un frère, avec qui ils passeraient tout leur temps.
Okay, look, if I was drunk, would I be able to do this?
Whoa, 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 baby. Are you sure you want to shoot your whole lot?
Tight.
Vanessa.
Wait. What's a nice place like you doing and a girl like this?
Did you know him? No. Me neither. I heard he's 80 years old. I'll be 80 next week. Good time to move on, don't you think?
Oh! Something just touched my elbow.
Okay, that wasn't me.
Oh no, well that just makes it worse. If it wasn't you, who was it?
It wasn't me, because I touched something else.
Number 1. Romeo Montague and Juliet Capulet. Romeo plus Juliet.
Now kiss thy lips. And play some poison yet doth hang on them.
If you can forget that this love story ends in tragedy, then the first time Romeo and Juliet lock eyes is nothing short of magical. The young boy sneaks into a party held by his family's sworn enemy, the Capulets, where the first thing he notices after going to the restroom is a giant aquarium of fish. Juliet is on the other side of the tank, and the two soon lock eyes and then gaze flirtatiously at one another with the fish in between them. This scene makes the top of our list because there's nothing cuter than young love at first sight, and because this is the only interaction between the star-crossed lovers where they are still completely innocent and unburdened by their feuding families.
Madam, your mother calls.
Do you agree with our list?
That's really nice.
What's your favorite movie meet-cute?
Smith? I love the Smiths.
Sorry.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, subscribe to MsMojo.
Hey, Sugar, you looking for a date?
No, I want to find Beverly Hills. Can you give me directions?
Sure. For $5.